Hi guys, welcome to your week 26 Modern World launch, and this is the second checkpoint for the Imperialism project. Just a reminder of what imperialism is. That is when a very powerful country took over a part or another area of a weaker country. So they might do that through money or military force, but then they kind of overthrow their government and just take over. So some countries that tended to do this were a lot of European countries, Japan, and then it ended up being that the United States also became an imperialistic power. Imperialist countries do this to gain as many resources as possible, so they're just trying to kind of grow their empire. They want to gain as much food, labor, wood, oil, all sorts of resources that they can. And they take over these smaller countries, again, by using money or military force and kicking out the existing government and taking over. Just a reminder that the compelling question that you should have in the back of your mind while you work through this project is, should imperial powers pay reparations to imperialized countries? So should the countries that went over and took over all of those little countries in Africa, should they be forced today to still repay them or provide other support to help those who have been wronged? So that's kind of what you should be thinking about in the back of your mind. A reminder that the focus areas that you should be working on to learn this content, there are 3 of them. It's what were the causes of imperialism, the scramble for Africa, and the case study on the Belgian Congo, and case study on British imperialism in India. So those 3 focus areas, I believe 2 of them are actually just additional focus areas, but you're going to want to do those because it's going to help you really pick up some good information to be able to better complete this project. We're moving on to checkpoint 2, which is the legacy of imperialism. When I say the word legacy, first I want to define it. So the one that I've highlighted here is really what it means. So it's anything handed down from the past as from an ancestor or predecessor. So for example, the legacy of ancient Rome. So how we talk about ancient Rome today, that's the impact that it had. That's its legacy, the story that we still tell. So we want to know, what is the legacy or the impact of imperialism? So what you're going to do is, there are 2 different document sets here off to the right side of the screen. There's one on the Congo and Belgium, and there's one on India and Britain. So you do not have to do both, but you want to pick one of those document sets, and using that document set, you want to be able to read through all the documents. There's also a graphic organizer at the bottom there that you can click in to kind of organize your thoughts. But what you want to do is, you're going to consider the political, economic, and social impacts and include examples from at least 2 of those categories. So if you could do political and economic, or social and political, but you have to include 2 categories, and then you want to just focus on either the first document set or the second document set. What you're going to get feedback on this week is your ability to synthesize multiple sources. So whenever you click into Congo and the Belgium document set, if you rely solely on document A and you provide 2 pieces of evidence just from that one document, you're going to get feedback that says, make sure that you are providing information from multiple documents, because that's just going to make for a stronger paper in the end. So when you're synthesizing multiple sources, that means that you have to include more than one source, and you're kind of comparing and contrasting information that you find in both. So similarities that you see among both sources, or where one source might have differed from another source. You want to provide at least 2 specific pieces of evidence. Again, evidence is quotations. A lot of you are forgetting that you need to have evidence in the form of quotes. And then you want to explain how the evidence supports your topic sentence. So if there are any questions this week, please reach out. Let me know where I can help you. And your reflection for this week, in a private comment in Google Classroom, I would just like you to define, what is imperialism?